Okay, I think I am live. Give me 1 second here, you guys. I'll turn this on in case I get some questions, and I'll try and watch for them. So I wanted to do this training today just to talk about the Govvi experience and how to use it and how to use it to get the most sales out of it. So the Govvi Experience Club is built for you to add your prospects in. And what it is called is an ATM group. And what ATM stands for is add, tag, message. And these groups are extremely powerful for a few reasons. And I'll explain to you why it's powerful and why you want to be using it and why you want to be using it correctly. So first thing right out of the gate, as you're bringing people in, you should be making sure that they understand how to use the Govvi Experience Group, and then adding them into the Govvi Club as well. And so the Govvi Club is the corporate team page, and then the Govvi Experience is for all your prospects, meaning anybody who's interested in the opportunity or the product. And so you add in your people. You cannot message anybody in that group. We have zero tolerance for that. I know that sometimes leaders don't do a good job of explaining that. So we want to help people understand that. But if you get caught messaging other people in there, you will be removed. It's zero tolerance. It's all done by the honor system. So that group is for everybody to use. And so here's why it's powerful. One, everybody's results are different. Everybody's vehicles are different. And so you can use other people's testimonials. Two, while you're getting started, you can use other people's testimonials while you're waiting for yours, because sometimes it can take several tanks of running the Govvi tab through your vehicle before you start seeing results. So while you're waiting for your results, you can lean on other people's results. And what is really powerful about an ad tag message group is that you're exposing people several times. So your average person doesn't buy a product or join a business on their first exposure. It's usually anywhere from their 5th to like 20th exposure. And so you want to expose people as fast as you can. Well, back in the day in old school network marketing, how they would expose people is they would expose people from event to event to event. That's what they would do, meaning meeting or whatever they had going on. That's how they would expose people. So they were always trying to get people to the next event. A lot of times though, which made it really hard, is you had one shot. So if that person didn't see the vision the very first time, or they didn't take a thorough look, generally you lost that person. And now this is why an ATM group is so powerful, because you're exposing them several times. So think of this, the very first time you add them into the group, that counts as an exposure. Well, every time you tag them in information, that counts as an exposure, and you want to expose them as many times as possible. So on a first exposure, when I'm getting somebody in the group, my number one goal is to tag them into 5 to 6 different things, because I know that each thing counts as a different exposures, and I want to expose them to as much information as fast as possible and get those exposures out of the way, and so I can move them into the closing process. And so what the Govvi Experience is a third-party validation tool. So I want to go in here with you, and I want to show you how to use it properly. So this is the Govvi Experience group. First thing you want to be doing is you want to make sure you are always personally inviting your people. When you invite somebody, you hit the invite button, and it might take a second to pop up on my screen, but you can invite anybody by just typing in their name or just clicking them off. It will bring up your whole friends list, and you can check someone off. So if I wanted to invite, I'm just going to think of a friend that I probably wouldn't have added in here. Okay, say I'm going to invite my friend Victoria in. I would click off her name, and as soon as I hit this, it would send her off an invite. Now, I'm not just gonna send her that invite and hope that she sees it, because a lot of times they'll invite a whole bunch of people. People don't always see when you invite them to the group. You don't always get the notification. And I can give you an example of this. I had someone just the other day, and this happens all the time to me, where someone's like, hey, I invited you into, I'm going to invite you into this group. And then I waited. I never got a notification. I messaged them and I was like, did you add me? And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I never got a notification. Can you send me the link? And they didn't know how to send the link. They're like, here, let me try again. And so they got the admin to remove me, re-add me in again, and then I still didn't get the notification, and I actually had to walk them through how to, like, the group was actually private, so that's why they couldn't send me the link to the group. Ours is public, and so if you're on your computer, you would just copy and paste this at the top, and that's the link to the group. Super important to always send people to the group. So what I do is I add them into the group. And so this is how I add people into the group. I do it 2 different ways. Either I message them and I say, you know, I just started a new online business. The product may not be for you, but I know that you know a ton of people that would be super interested in what I have. Do you mind if I add you into this group just to take a look around? That's one way. That's a very indirect way that I reach out to people, or I'm very direct and I just say, hey, I have this really amazing recession-proof business opportunity for you. What it is it's fuel tabs. It saves people about $1 a gallon on gas and diesel in the US, and it's saving people $3 to $4 a gallon on gas and diesel in international markets. Of course, as fuel prices go up, as they're only going to continue to go up, that savings goes up as well. I'd love to add you into this group to take a look around. Then invite them to the group, and then I go back and I say, I've invited you. Here's the link to the group. Let me know when you're in, and I will tag you in some information. That's it. So now I've invited them to the group. I've sent them, I messaged them back. I sent them the link to the group. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag them in information. I want to get them, like I said, in front of as much information as fast as possible. It's so important to get them in front of the information. Your job is not to give them the information. Your job is to use third-party tools. I never give people the information. I understand how it works. Well, somewhat understand how it works. I can answer the questions. I can do all the things, but I don't. I use third-party tools. And so there's a few different ones that I like to use. There's the video, this video right here. So this would be the opportunity. I would tag them in this where they can get information on how the product works. And then the opportunity, I like to tag people in this one. I like to tag them in the video with Dr. Salaya. So I believe it's under featured. This video right here. So I would tag them in it. And if I want to tag somebody, what I do is you hit the @ and you start typing in their name. So say I'm going to tag Angel Wall because she won't care. So I tag her in this, and maybe I want her, I have another one that I like under the files. It's just a copy of the scientific document that's on your website. I also tag people in this one because I think this is great social proof, proving that our product works. We have third-party testing, which no other company has. And so I tag them in here. So again, I would just start, I would do the @ and just start typing in their name and hit enter. And then what I'm going to do is maybe I know what kind of vehicle they drive. And so I can always go to the search and I can search. So say if I put in Ford, anything with the word Ford in it, meaning any vehicle, get out. Sorry, I have small kids. With Ford comes up. So, and I'm sure there's more than this, but you can type in any make and model and it's gonna come up. Or maybe you saw somebody's testimonial and you want to tag somebody in it. You can search that person's name to find that testimonial, but you're gonna want to tag them in like 3 to 4 testimonials so they can see the testimonials. Again, the more exposures, the faster you're gonna close them. And a lot of times if you're tagging them in all the information, all of the questions that they have already been answered in here. And so you're not going to get that many questions. You've closed them. And then if they do have questions that aren't in here, that's when I would either set up a third-party call or I would set up a 3-way chat and do it that way. So that is how you use the Govvi experience page. That page is just for information on the products and testimonials, nothing else. We get a ton of questions where people are asking questions in there nonstop. We don't approve them, and it's because they would clog up it would clog up the feed, and it's not a Q&A. So if you have questions, that's when you would go to your personal sponsor, or you're getting tagged like crazy, Angel. Or reach out to admin or reach out to your nearest superstar. They will help you, but that group is not for where you get your questions answered on things. So reach out to your support line. I hope this was helpful. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.